Hello everyone and welcome back to Piano Lessons with Keyndergarten, with the Keyndergarten program. My name is Dennis Wong and this is lesson number 7. Today we will actually start learning about note values, about long and short notes. So far all of our sheet music had these big whole notes. I like to start piano lessons with big whole notes because they're very easy to recognize and they're not so confusing, and we get to learn more about the location of the note first, and we can also color it because these are very easy to color too. Today we want to actually learn about shorter and longer notes. Okay. So this is a very short lesson. If you want to, you could start the lesson by repeating, looking for certain keys on the piano. So let's say we would look for all C's, or we could look for all E's, or G's, and so forth. We could repeat a little bit. We could actually do some exercise with our finger number cards and practice our finger numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we could repeat one of our older sheet music exercises that we had. Okay, let's get started with the actual materials from lesson 7. So the first thing we want to do, we want to take a look at our note value board. I usually use gems or pom-poms, gems or pom-poms for this lesson. And I have the kids place the amount of gems that stands for the beats that each note gets on this printable. But for the video, I will actually color. So for the video, I will actually color the circles in here. This is the one, these are big whole notes. Those are the ones that we've been using here in our previous sheet music. Those are very long notes, so they get 4 beats. That means we have to color in all 4 of these. Okay, the next note is a half note. It looks like the whole note, but it has a little leg or arm or this line going up here. And this is a half note, therefore it gets 2 beats. It's shorter than the whole note. Okay, so what does that mean on the piano? We have these big notes here, but we don't have lines. That means we don't know where these keys are on the piano. We can pick any key to try a whole note out here. So let's say we use a doghouse D here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just played a whole note. Let's play a half note. I'm going to choose the doghouse D key, and a half note has 1, 2 beats, so it's a bit shorter. 1, 2, and off the piano. So we hear the sound for 4 beats here and only for 2 beats for this one. The next one is a quarter note. So it looks like the half note, but it's colored in, and that one gets only 1 beat. So let's try that one out. 1, that's it. And these get a half each. So together, both of them together equal 1 beat. That means 1 gem would have to go here, but you have 2. Because they're very short. 1. So you play 2 while you count for 1. Or actually the way you would count it is 1 and. 1 and. Like this. We will worry about the 8th notes, the faster ones, a little more later. But as of now, let's pick any key on the piano again and let's play all of these. So let's start with a big whole note. I'm going to go for G this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a half note. 1, 2. And a quarter note. 1. And then 2 very fast 8th notes. Okay, the first time I would place the gems together with the kids, and I would actually explain it and count it together and try some of the notes out on the piano just like I did. And then I would have them repeat it and work on this note value board, but by themselves. So they can place the gems, the beats for each one of them. And this is also an exercise that I would highly recommend to laminate because I reuse this very often. And we can also use it during our lessons when we learn about rests. So yeah, I would recommend laminating this, or at least keeping it in a good condition. Okay, let's take a look at this sheet music. So there's only one for this lesson. As I said, it's a bit easier and it's a bit shorter. And here we see that it says C. That's our big whole note C here. What is this? That's also C. It's just a C as a half note. You got two of them here. What is this? It has also the little C line going through it. Those are 4 C's as quarter notes. What are these notes? Also C's. So these are also C's as eighth notes. So very short. This is the faster part. It's a very short C's that we will play. And it finishes with a very long C again that has 4 beats. So let's start to play this from here. I'm going to use my thumb for the middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. I paused a little bit longer between these notes because I wanted to point out we were done with this measure and we moved on to the last one. So I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. There's actually a different way of counting this, but as of now we know these as half notes that get 2 beats and these as quarter notes that get 1 beat, so it's completely fine to count 1, 1, 1, 1. Let's take a look at C and D. Let's count out loud, it says here. So this is C, this is D. Where else do we find D on this paper? The point is to recognize the note D still, even though it looks different, it's still the same note. So this is C, this is C, 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 and this is also C. They all look a little bit different because we have longer and shorter C's, but they're all C's. It's always the same key here for C. And now we're having D. This is a D, this is a D, 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 all these here too, and here as well. Let's play this exercise. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this part, they're just a little bit faster or faster than the quarter notes and the other ones. Okay, that is it for lesson number 7. So now we know that we have long notes and we have short notes. We know that we have notes that get 4 beats, the whole notes. We know that we have half notes with 2 beats. We know that we have quarter notes with 1 beat, and then these get half a beat each. One thing I forgot to mention is that, so these look different here, right? This is an 8th note, this is also an 8th note, but because we have so many here, most of musicians are a little bit lazy sometimes, so they, instead of making them all look like this with the little flags here, they just connect the fast ones all with each other. So these are 8th notes and these are also 8th notes. And we've also learned about C and D. What do C and D look like as quarter notes, as half notes, as 8th notes? Even though they're always the same notes, they're just either longer or shorter now. Okay. I hope you guys will enjoy this lesson together, and I hope that you guys will have a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys in lesson number 8.